But right now, immigration lawyers are responding to Governor Abbott's announcement that Texas is building barriers at the state's border with New Mexico. Yes, New Mexico, state line, not the Texas-Mexico border, but we're going west, the Texas-New Mexico state line. Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch is the CEO of Goldfinch Law Firm and says that the governor's receiving pushback from state leaders. But with the moves like busing migrants, Governor Abbott looking things from a broad perspective is what it seems like right now. So I bring Kate into the conversation now to talk about this, about the New Mexico barriers. She really didn't hold back on the critics' point of view. Let's listen in.
So Greg Abbott has placed razor wire between the state boundary of Texas and New Mexico to stop migrants who have entered New Mexico from coming into Texas.
And so where does the legality on that stand? I mean, is it legal? I mean, it's the Texas border, right? It's not on New Mexico property?
I think the question of legality is up in the air. There's not currently any litigation, but what is clear is that Greg Abbott is not being collaborative. So we've seen him take actions in, counter to what the needs of federal enforcement authorities are asking for. Like Border Patrol, for example, has asked Texas not to get involved or in their way. And yet Greg Abbott sends Texas guardsmen to do that anyway. And so then there's issues between the federal government and the state government of Texas. Similarly, when Greg Abbott puts these buoys in the Rio Grande, we get blowback internationally from the government of Mexico, the country of Mexico, saying, hey, you can't place things in waterways. We have an international treaty. You can't do that. And now Greg Abbott, once again, is not collaborating. He's creating problems and battles with other governments. Right now, it is the government of New Mexico, the state of New Mexico, and they have come publicly out to say, we don't like this. We are not in support of this action.
So could there be potentially then legal action taken, whether it be by New Mexico or maybe another party, but could we see some litigation here?
We could see litigation, whether that will be brought by the state of New Mexico or by the federal government. That part remains to be seen. This is brand new, but it would not surprise me at all if we also saw litigation. And of course, Greg Abbott will continue to spend Texas taxpayer money. Similarly, Greg Abbott has spent $75 million chartering private buses to bus migrants out of state of Texas taxpayer money. And then when he gets sued for these actions, like with the border buoys, he spends more Texas taxpayer money defending his actions. So it's just this massive drain of money that could be spent, on our education system in Texas.
Is this causing a rift between some other governments in Texas?
Sure. I mean, Greg Abbott is not making friends. He's not making friends with the federal government, with the government of Mexico, with the state authorities in New Mexico. Again, it's pretty clear that doesn't matter too much to him because he's winning at the end of the day for all of this.
Kate, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate your time. We'll get it out.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch, CEO of Goldfinch Law Firm. She's an immigration attorney.